We're live. All right. I gotta get my phone charger. Okay. We got our phone charger. So we don't die. What is going on, everybody? If you're watching this replay, comment down below the name of your tackle shop so we can try and get 40 baits in your tackle shop. Okay. Should be good. Okay, I think we're charging. We're not charging. Right, because my power bank's broken. If you're in the comments, say hi while I figure out my phone situation. Let someone plug this into. I got nothing. Two people watching. I have an extension cord. Hey, welcome in, Lane Davies. Appreciate you for stopping by. We're trying to figure out my phone charger situation. Oh, easy. Okay, we got a super short one, but I know this power bank actually works. Pretty good. Your phone is charging. That's what we use that to block that light up my face, anyways. All right. Well, basically, to accomplish this live stream, we need some people in here. Does everything sound good? Everything look good? Everybody else is in. The camera's up there. Well, why is my flash on? I gotta fix that. Hopefully they'll get some people. I'm gonna come in here. I can't get behind it every time I look at that. It's too far away to be doing anything anyways. There we go. Okay, now we can see it. Yeah, didn't change anything. All right. Oh, it just jumped up to 20 people. Well, in this live stream, we're going to basically, we want to know your tackle shops, and so we can try and get 40 baits in your tackle shop. So drop them down below and let us know where we can contact them, and it might make it into a YouTube video. I don't know how accurate the StreamYard viewership thing is, but it's showing 8 people now. It did show 20. I also know it's slightly delayed, so hopefully enough people heard that. All right, I don't know what to do with that. There we go. We got Funverse Kid Lab. Appreciate you for stopping by. If you got a local tackle shop you want to see 40 baits in, comment it in the chat, and also let me know how I can contact them if they got like a website or an email or something. Yeah, also check out 40baits.com if you want to buy some fishing lures. Let's see if I got any up here. Don't know if I do anymore. I think I took them all with me this weekend. Yeah. Yeah, I don't got no 40 baits up here no more. Had some, but I did catch them on 40 baits this weekend. A lot of them. Maybe I should do a ban. I don't really know what to do until people start chatting some stuff. Here, maybe we got some right up. we got us a we got camera up there. 40 baits jig head on there. Pairs up with nicely with all the crappie baits. You can scan that QR code up on screen, or you can just go to 40baits.com. I didn't link it in the description. Here, why don't I'll chat it real quick. If it'll let me. I think it will. Hopefully that goes through to the YouTube side, but yep, great ultralight and BFS jig head. A welcome in. I don't know how to say that. Oh, the best little bro. Welcome in. Comment down below your local tackle shop so we can get some 40 baits up in there. I whacked them this weekend on the 40 bait spinnerbait, mini crank, this jig head with a worm, and I think that was it. Oh, and the lipless. That's what I thought my biggest one was. Just tank hopping. Use weapons against targets. I don't know what that means, but okay. I guess we can kind of just show off 40 Baits website. We got that's nice and updated now. I think I can just do it from up here. Share screen. Bang. What's it look like over here? Well, there we go. That was a nice bass you caught on lipless today. Thank you. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I was at my ranch this weekend. We got a bunch of tanks. That was the first fish I caught and the biggest fish I caught. But yeah, here's the 40 Baits website, new and improved. This is the overall all shop button, but you can now individually go for some specific bait categories if that's what you're looking for. And we got some new merch. Let's check out the hats. Got some new hats. They'll sell out quick, so you better grab them. I'm wearing the hoodie. It's a great hoodie. I also have Keychain Solid if you like keychains. A lot of work I need to do to the website. It definitely looks a lot better. If y'all do catch anything on 40 Baits and tag them on social media, you can get put over here on the brag board. Got some nice bass over there. There's me. Also, if you want to film some videos with some 40 Baits, if you do that, we'll get you put over here. And let's see. Let's check out some of the new baits. We got the new Stinger. Nice beaver style bait, ripple crawl. Botworm's my favorite. Alongside with the square bill. Right here, you need this color. If you don't have this color in the botworm, then you need it now. Because it catches fish, I promise. Yeah, website definitely looks a whole lot better. And let's go to the home page. Yeah, you can also place custom orders if there's some colors you aren't seeing that you want by going down here to contact. Yeah, y'all got some tackle shops, brain fart. Y'all got some tackle shops that y'all want to see 40 Baits in, then let us know, and we'll see what we can do. It might also make it to a YouTube video. Every time I do that, I can see less and less of my screen. Okay, still says 2 viewers. But I'll keep trying with my tackle shop when I can. They're just mainly like a self-serve thing, and they don't. For the self-serve option, they don't really have actual lures in there, I guess because they're pretty easy for people to open the door and steal and leave. But hopefully it starts, because it's brand new, so hopefully it starts becoming a little more permanent and they'll be more open to doing that. But they also need to be there so I can ask them, because it doesn't seem like they respond to emails. other than that, I don't really have many tackle shops to try. And also comment down below your favorite 40 baits bait. I could have swore I had something still sitting up here. I think I threw it all in a bag and just, oh, here we go. It's the bag. The bag I'm talking about. I think. Oh yeah. There's the bot worm right there. I got some weird settings on this camera, but it does make it look pretty dang good. Shows off that purple a little better. The hoodie is nice. I do like the hoodie. It's nice and light, but also keeps you warm. Perfect for Texas. If you ever tried emailing them, I was just wondering if they hadn't responded. I haven't yet, but I can definitely try. Because the first time I ever went up there were people there for like an hour. And then when I went in there, they were gone. So I think I've been in there like 8 times in the past 2 months. And it's just been the self-serve option. So the way I actually commented on one of their posts before I even mentioned it to you, and they said, come see us. So I don't know if that's just what they prefer, but I can't come see them if they're not there. I don't know. Maybe they'll do like a phone call or something because I have the number. But it's also their personal number, so I don't want to be like super weird like that. 40 bait stonefly. I've been catching a bunch of fish on that recently too. So I'll make some video. I'll make a short on that and the square bill. Unfortunately, I wasn't filming this weekend because it wasn't like it was just tank hopping every once in a while. So I kind of just had baits and was throwing them for a little bit. But how many people are in here now? 1. I should have shared this out. Hey, welcome in, Raptor Will. Appreciate you for stopping by. This guy might have some good information for us. We're looking for local tackle shops to try and get 40 baits in there. And so if you have any tackle shops in your local area that I can contact somehow, let me know in the chat, and it might make it to a YouTube video. I think the goal for me, like to make the actual video, is to contact 10 tackle shops. Which even if I don't get them from this, I just thought it'd be cool to like actually get some viewers tackle shops. It's not too hard to research some of them. There is more than one person here. Yeah, StreamYard is weird. Every time I leave, it makes this thing, like every time I share my screen, it makes this thing bigger and then doesn't shrink down. Just curious. They said they received my email. I just didn't feel like answering it. Yeah, I don't like that response, that's for sure. So I don't know. I guess they seem not too interested, but they're definitely highly focused on catfish. That's a big issue there. They have some bait like bass baits in there. Whenever they open, they're not self-serve. The one time I went in there, and they have bass baits. They don't have very many, and they don't have good options for Fort Phantom. So that's why they need some 40 baits in there, because they need some 40 bait square bills. But I don't know. I don't know why they're so focused on catfish. It's the only thing they ever share is when they get a new catfish stuff, like catfish combos and catfish baits, and they ask about catfish baits. They must just not have. I mean, I know most bank fishermen out there, I think they do, but I know a lot of the people that go there are bank fishermen, and they do a lot of catfishing out there. But they do sell their crappie jigs in the self-serve and their split shot weights that are insanely overpriced that I decided to buy one time. I don't know. I like supporting local tackle shops, but they pour a lot of their own baits. You could try Sporting Life Bait and Tackle. They're a nice local tackle shop up in North Jersey, and they have gear for saltwater and every freshwater fish in New Jersey and PA. Well, I'll definitely have to give that a try, I think. Do they have like a website or something, or just somewhere I can find an email? Sporting Life Bait and Tackle sounds like a legitimate tackle shop. Some of these are just like really random names. Unfortunately, I did have to use AI for the thumbnail because I didn't want to like run into conflict with throwing some actual bait shop on the thumbnail. I don't know. Some people will be weird about that. So, in the short amount of time I had to do it. I gotta remember to look up there. Yeah, yeah, I'll definitely give that a try. If not, they probably at least have a phone number. I'd probably like look them up on Google Maps or something, find a phone number. Yeah, if y'all are looking for any affordable bass or crappie tackle, I guess you could say some trout. No, Raptor Will does some trout fishing. We got some. There's some trout style baits in there, like the crappie jig head and like the little hand tied crappie jig ones. Um, I don't know if you're going for some big old trout, you can try these. I don't know. I've caught trout on a full size night crawler about this big. Yeah. They're also Texas trout. Phone number, I just looked them up. Looked like a pretty nice tackle shop. Sweet. That's another issue with the ones around here is they're also not nice. Well, I mean, like not well taken care of. They're, some of them are around like the more major lakes, like that we fish tournaments around. Which again, let's see, we went to Eagle Mountain. Eagle Mountain's in the middle of nowhere. No, it's not. It's outside the Metroplex. It just feels like you're in the middle of nowhere. Bridgeport's in the middle of nowhere. That was where my first one was on. Not seeing website or email. All right, I'll definitely check them out and maybe just make a phone call. I don't know. If I can do a little more digging and find an email, I feel like that'll be a better option because that's also how you like send them the information on like what baits they can get. Got this little black thing here, I think. Yeah, I gotta pick me up a 40 baits hat. Let's see if I got any more 40 baits in here. I don't. I took them all out, other than these worms. Yeah, every time I get a 40 baits order, I usually don't even take them out of the shipping package. I usually just use that as a tag bag. So I know everything that I ordered. So I want to know where all that stuff is at. So I just leave it in the original shipping bag. So like everything from my last order is still in the shipping bag, and the order before that is sitting on my dash. That was like all crappie stuff. And then the first one or the second one was a lot of bass stuff. And I just took that whole bag to my ranch this weekend and caught some fish on that stuff. I like that mini crank. Throwing that around on the ultralight. Ultralight's a little light for it, but it does work just fine. I think it's just my frayed 4 pound line that made me nervous. I haven't re-spooled that thing in a long time. I was like throwing all my line. Yeah, I didn't do it. I did a terrible job at promoting this. Oh, we got 5 people in here. If you're watching, don't leave yet. We need your tackle shop so we can get 40 baits in your tackle shops. I always forget that StreamYard is like at least 5 seconds behind. Every time I say something, it takes 5 seconds at least for y'all to hear it when I don't have any tabs open. What do I have open? Oh, I got a few. What's this? Oh, I didn't close that. Why don't I just go to YouTube? I'm not going to do it on YouTube. I want to do it on Fishbrain. So we're going to have to switch cameras for a second. So I'm going to do this for at least an hour. We're going to switch up cameras. Quality's going to drop for a second. Holy smokes, I'm sorry about that. Give me 1 second so I can share it out over on Fishbrain. Get some more people in here. Man, that quality is terrible. I'm sorry. All right. Share. Yeah, Raptor Will, have you tried any 4D bait yet? Facebook page for Blue Heron Fishing does include an email. Okay, cool. Wait, is that a different one or is that the same one? Okay, we shared that on Fishbrain. Hopefully people will see that. If Fishbrain even allows that anymore. Fishbrain's been super weird about that stuff. They just like block links entirely. It came back to lower camera quality as well. Don't worry, we're bringing it back. I just had to share it out on my phone real quick. Okay. Back on the charger. We got the new tripod too. Frank, thank you. Only 6 subs away from 200. Sweet. I didn't notice my share on Fishbrain actually do anything. Fishbrain has kind of fallen off in general. Yeah. Also, we're doing a giveaway at 200 subs. So if you haven't subbed yet, drop a sub. They're saying something's not right. I'm heading over to YouTube to look at it. 1 second. And my laptop's hot. All looks good on my end. Hey, welcome in, Nacho Legos. Appreciate you for stopping by. Okay. We'll just leave it playing in the background. The number of people. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't even know anymore. But I'm going to share this out on YouTube real quick. But it usually takes a while for people to actually see my YouTube post. Who knows? Maybe we'll get like 1 person. All right. Keep walking the wrong way. But yeah. Okay, so I need to like write these down. Here's a piece of paper. Let me find a pen. I got a lot of screwdrivers. Okay. So let me. Wait, so is Blue Heron Fishing, that is a different tackle shop, or is that the same one? If Raptor Will's still here. I'm going to write, just so I make sure I don't write down 2. Also, comment down some video ideas for 40 baits. Y'all want to, what kind of videos y'all want to see, what type of live streams. I feel like I need to turn this a little bit. Yeah, I just got a bunch of new filming stuff. Help me get some better quality in my videos. Filming videos, honestly, isn't the problem. It's catching fish because fishing's tough right now. Well, I wouldn't say it's catching fish. It's catching fish like for a video challenge type thing. I can just go out and film a video, try and catch fish and catch them on something eventually. But like I've thought of plenty of challenge ideas, like the mystery bait box challenge, catching sharks. Unfortunately, I live in West Texas, and I don't have any sharks. As far as I know, Lane Davies and Zach don't have no sharks where they're at either. Unless the story that was said to be fake about the lake an hour from me having a bull shark in it actually was real. Maybe I could go live scope him on like a botworm or something. That'd be entertaining. I would also be famous after that for actually catching a bull shark out of a freshwater lake in the center of Texas. It would be funny. But I also can't just travel to the ocean. And also, 40 Baits has not come out with shark lures quite yet. Not really the main focus, as far as I'm aware. I don't know. I've never seen anybody wacky rig a shark. But you never know. I bet they can squirt up pretty quick. A little shark, at least. They're fast, too. Lipless crankbait, also. You can use plenty of their baits in saltwater for like snook and stuff. And then I guess you can. I don't ever see people like purposely fish for sharks with lures. So I guess you might accidentally catch a shark. You could do a multi-species challenge with 40 baits to see how many species you can catch in a set of time frame. That is a good idea. We can do that. What was that? My phone's vibrating. Oh. All right. To me, it's 7. Like 7 what? Like 7 people. Yeah, it's saying 7 people for me. Raptor Will, the tackle shop you mentioned, what are they 2 different ones? Or is it just the same one? They just have like a different Facebook page name. Like your second comment said Blue Heron Fishing. The Facebook page does include an email, but then the first one was you could try Sporting Life Bait and Tackle. Are they the same with like a different tackle shop name than the Facebook page? I just want to double check before I like write it down and end up with 2 different tackle shops that end up being the same one. I can this up slightly if we can do that. We also got a new tripod, so mine not fall over. This is right there. Perfect. I like that. Yeah, if you're watching in the background, it says we got 6 people. If you're watching and don't know what this live stream's about yet, we are trying to get as many tackle shops as we can to carry 40 baits. So comment down below your local tackle shops and how we can contact them, and you might make it to a YouTube video too. So I think that's the goal today. Get some tackle shops. I don't know if Sporting Life has a Facebook page. They are 2 separate tackle shops. Okay, cool. So I will write those down. Those are both Pennsylvania, right? Scroll up. Sorry, I don't have a chair at my desk at the moment. On my knees, so give me a second. Sporting Life, Bait and Tackle. And the other one, Blue Heron Fishing. Okay. Okay, so just write that down next to it. And then New Jersey. Lakeview Bait. Where is that one located? And also, do they have a way that I can contact them? I think they're There might be another tackle shop in the city, but I'm pretty sure it's out of an old house, and it's also a self-serve in the middle of a random neighborhood that I'd probably get jumped at. So I don't know. I just know. I enjoy like physically going in and buying baits. So if I could get my local tackle shop to carry 40 baits, that would be awesome. I could just go in and buy it. What? Damn store? What's that mean? Yeah. Just let me know how I can contact them. If they have a website or something, or Facebook page is a good place to look. Thank you for that idea, Rapper Will. I kind of forgot about that. Uh, Email is the preferred form of contact, that's for sure. It's just easier to get everything done through email with like, yeah, just start to finish. Email is the easiest way to get it done. Because it's hard for them to just order baits over the phone, especially from me. Not the one who actually carries the baits. So yeah, this is jumping in and out up here. And make sure everything's still good over here. Can y'all hear me all right? Just like stand back where I've been. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's just not the greatest quality. We're working on that too. I'm going to start doing more live streams over on my channel consistently. It's going to be more like podcast style ones. I'm getting actual marketing stuff. Arm quality than my $30 one. This one, don't get me wrong, has been good for 35 bucks, but it's definitely lost some quality over the. Actually, I think I've had it for 2 years, so it's done pretty good. Big Jack's bait, tackles, and convenience store. Okay, but I need to know where these are and how I can contact. Knowing where they're at, only the right location because there are like Lakeview bait. I'm pretty sure I know a lake, maybe even two. So it's just sometimes when they got common names like that, it helps to know where exactly, not exactly, just like state they're in, and then also just where I can contact them. Have a good day. Okay, well, I guess I can look around for those big Jack bait tackles and convenience store. That's not too common of a name, so we'll just go ahead and write that down. Hopefully, this isn't like a fake one. He left very abruptly after sharing these names. Okay, Lakeview Bait. There's like 50 of those across the United States, one in each state, maybe 51. So I think there's two. I know I've heard of Lakeview Bait Tech. So yeah, I'll definitely be sure to look around in my area. Louisville, Texas. Oh, sweet. Like, you're in Texas? Do I know? Like the only time Texas people come to these live streams because Yeah, I don't ever go up to Louisville that often, but hopefully I'll get to go to the new Cass King facility on the dam of Lake Louisville. So maybe someone will get to go to that one. If I don't have 40 baits by then, but I don't know. But if they do, I'll have to go check it out and get some. Oh, I forgot to mute this. That's why I can hear things. Still says we got 4 people watching over there, 6 people watching on YouTube. I can actually check. Now it just says Funverse Kid Lab is the only person watching. So yeah, I think once I hit the 1 hour mark, I'll cut it off. How many subs is Woody Bates at? It says 194 for me. Let me refresh. We did gain some subs from this. That's good. Now it says we're at 195. 5 more subs, and then we're doing a bait giveaway. So yeah, that's another way to help 40 Baits. Subscribe and just watch some of the videos. Hopefully we'll have some long forms coming out. I want to make this a long form. Just trying to get some baits in y'all's tackle shops. Maybe we can make a short about it too and get some people to comment. That'd probably be a good idea. And then I can make a post on Fishbrain. Yeah, and I can make a post over on my YouTube channel. That'd be cool. We'll get 10 tackle shops at some point. I don't want to just have like 10 tackle shops to contact. I want to have 10 tackle shops that carry 40 baits by the end of the video, not this live stream. Would you like to see us give away for 200 subs? I don't know. Is there like a certain amount of baits y'all are trying to give away? I usually give away a pretty good amount. I think we got to give some people some of the bot ones. Those are just a versatile bait. I threw one on a Nico rig the other day. Works great. I threw one on a Texas rig too and caught a big old green sunfish. I've also just done it on a weightless wacky rig, which it sinks very, very slow. I always forget that, so I keep popping it too hard when it comes to the top. And I'm also fishing in 3 foot of water, so yeah. And I just love this color so much. I don't even know how many bags. I think I have like 5 bags of these now. I don't know if I'll ever. It'll be a while before I make another order that doesn't consist of at least 1 bag of these. Just make sure I always have some. Because some days the hook I use is like it's a Gamakatsu hook that's super thin and it rips up like all the baits I use pretty easily. The 40 baits worms are honestly not as bad as like the robo worms, but you never know. Some days that's all they'll bite. I don't even know if my post got shared out on Fishbrain because Fishbrain just likes to block all posts with links. So I don't even know if anybody saw it. It's going to be a while before anybody sees my YouTube post. Some blood. Yeah, we got about 20 more minutes. Hopefully, we'll get somebody to come around. It says we got 7 viewers over here. Also says we have 7 on YouTube. But it says we only actually have Funverse Kid Lab is still here and Lane Davies. So I guess it's just because it's like shorts. People scrolling through it and can't keep up, which would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I just personally would like to see a bag of bot worms given away and maybe one of the ditch payable square bills just because I catch a lot of fish on those too. But I also don't want to just tell you everything you have to give away. I realized I was out of buzz baits too. I got to get some more buzz baits. I'm going to make an order before my tournament at the end of January. It might be a custom order, honestly. I really want some of those square bills in that 40 color in that jerk bait. Oh, here. And also, shouldn't have ignored that. Good. Glad you can see my post. We're going over, wrong button. We're going over here to crankbaits. Wait, no, jerk baits. That would make sense because it's jerk bait. That one was on the cover. This one right there. I think I want to get like 5 square bills in that color. Really, really like that color. It would be great in a square bill. But I also don't know if like the square bill blanks y'all use are clear like this, or if they're just like white. If they're clear, then that would be a great color. I'll buy a bunch of those. I know another kid who was wanting some of them too. And then also, might special order some. Is it creature crawls? That makes sense. Just to use my brain. Some of these in an Alabama crawl. I do like that watermelon red. But well, let's close that back. All right. Well, the R is actually going to make some. Oh, cool. Sweet. Yeah, I know a kid who he actually fishes Lake Louisville all the time, so he might go to that tackle shop if I do carry him. But he said he's wanting to make an order, but he was wanting some very specific baits if possible. Which I liked all the baits. He basically just wanted. I think he's mentioned it like 3 times. Those square bills in that color, and then those Alabama crawl, ripple craws, which I'd buy those too. Like, as soon as they're on the website, as long as it's before my tournament, I'm gonna buy both of those. I did have an idea where one of y'all, or maybe both of y'all, could like do some bait making, and we do it live, and it'd be like both of y'all and me, and I could do a little more commentary while y'all focus more on baits. Maybe have some people in the chat asking some questions, and either I answer or I just monitor chat live, sort of, and then maybe help keep people entertained. Maybe do live fishing. I could just do live fishing at some point. I do have a spot where they bite that stonefly pretty good. Everything. Got some megalodon green sunfish in there. Ran out of my small black glitter. Oh dang. Do like that black flake. I'm a big flake guy. When I was doing like some of my own custom baits, I was putting all the flakes. I want as much flake as possible. I like red. Mainly because fish can just see red the best. Yeah, the little dots of red. I don't know. My brain just likes that. The way I pick out baits is solely on the way my brain thinks about what they look like underwater, not even what the fish care about. I just want them to look like a shad or a real crawfish. Which is why I have a hard time just throwing those straight red crankbaits, but then I didn't cut a 6-pounder. I had a lot of fish the first time I threw red fritside. Went on like I had to trip up to a lake that I do tournaments on. And that's basically what I threw the whole time, caught a bunch of fish on it. Like 2 weeks later, did it on my, actually, no, it was a week before the tournament on that lake. I did it on my home lake, and I caught a 6-pounder. So I got like 10 of them because I thought I was going to snap a bunch of them off. I literally only used one that I had way before I even did that tournament. And so I never ended up using the ones I bought for it. So I just have a bunch of them. And I'm going to try to come up with a shad bundle before spring. I'll be buying that. I'm a shad guy. It's because, like, when you think about it, if you got shad, bluegill, and crawfish, you got crawfish, which already just have a hard body, have pinchers. And then you got bluegill that got a bunch of spines. And then you got shad, which is just like nothing. Shad are super easy to eat. They're always in big schools. There's a bunch of them at once. I feel like if I'm a bass, I would rather eat a blue shad over like a bluegill and crawfish. But at the same time, I think I'm wrong a lot. So I don't know. I don't know. I overcomplicate a lot of baits because when you think about it, I don't think a bass sees a crankbait long enough to actually tell what color it is sometimes, unless it is pretty clear water, which I do fish some lakes where it is. But I think it's just like a general idea. But from a business standpoint, you try to catch people, not fish. And I'm a, I'm like the perfect vessel of testing bait colors because I buy them solely off of how the colors look. That's that's why I used to like Sixth Sense a lot because of their colors. And then I kept breaking all their baits. I got 2 broken Sixth Sense hard baits on my desk. So how many people we got? Still says 6. I doubt that's true. Yeah, I did a terrible job planning this, so it didn't seem like too many people stayed either when they came. Because there were like 20 people at one point. Live streams are tough sometimes. We did gain some subs though. So I'll try and do some more of these more often, make more entertaining. Because I didn't do a ton in this one. I don't know. We got some watch hours, I guess. That's the hardest part, getting them watch hours. You can make money off of YouTube. That's just another way to make money. It's okay. What's okay? Oh, me doing nothing. I mean, it was just a live that required people to be here to accomplish stuff, which we did get 3 bait and tackle shops. So that's good. And then I can do my own research, probably make a post. Also, 40 Baits could post on like their Instagram story where they do like it's like that little box where people can tap on it and then like send something. Just like have it where they can send their tackle shops. I feel like I can get quite a few off of Fish Brain. Oh, yeah, I definitely need to work on this, but that's the goal for 2026 is to get a lot better at live streams. So I really want to pay for the pro feature of StreamYard so I can have like actually good camera quality. I'm getting a new mic, but premium StreamYard is expensive, so I think there are alternatives, so I'm going to figure something out. I do have an option where I could probably stream to both my channel and 40 Baits at the same time. I do it to Twitch and YouTube. Nobody watches Twitch for fishing, but I figured I might as well do it because I wanted to test it. Nothing yet. But also haven't gone live in a while. Yeah, if you're watching in the background, we're looking to get some tackle shop names so we can see if they'd be interested in carrying 40 baits. So comment them down below, how we can contact them, and where they're located. And also subscribe. Give away 200 subs. Like we need like 5 more. We'll double check. We'll go ahead and refresh over here. Scroll down. Okay, still 195. Also have some shorts ready in the next few days. Maybe tomorrow. At least one tomorrow. Yep, got about 10 more minutes. If y'all have anything you just want to chat about, let me know. Got any fishing questions? I can attempt to answer them. I catch fish sometimes. On square bills. If you got questions about square bills, I'm probably better at that than a lot of other stuff. So, yeah. Did you film any today? Not today, but I'm basically just gonna do it kind of like the botworm video. So I gotta get like the footage. I'm gonna do one, and I'm gonna do one for the squirrelbills and stonefly. I just have to just get that footage. I gotta find it. I know where the tournament, like the squirrelbill footage is. I'll use my tournament videos for that, but I gotta find the stonefly footage. I've got like I think 10 SD cards now, and I know where like one of them is. I got like them scattered on my desk. I got some in my truck. Um, but yeah, I've filmed some in the past, and I just got to get footage from that and turn it into a video. I also need to get more of those mini crankbaits. Also, if there's any colors or specific baits that you'd like to see 40 baits carry, comment them down below, and it might happen. Maybe, maybe not. You never know. Do I have any other 40 baits? I don't got nothing on them. We could, just for like the purpose of the live stream, keep the website up. Maybe like that. Make a new color in the bottom. Well, I'll probably end up buying it. Okay, here we go. We'll just leave that up there. Let me adjust to. I know there's another option. It's this one. Oh yeah, I like that one better. You can see me a little more. Yeah, I think I have every color in the bottom. Let's look at the bottom. Go to worms. I know I have at least 3 of it. No, I got 4. Okay, yeah, I have every color of that, so I have to add it to the collection. It's a mint green. It goes from brown to green. The color. Oh, sweet. I like the sound of it. Yeah, if you get that added about the same time as like that square bill and those, maybe the Alabama Crow. I don't know. I really just want the square. I will probably buy at least 1 pack of them. Yeah, once we hit the 1 hour mark, we'll probably end it over here. I got about I don't know, like 7.5 more minutes, 6.5 more minutes. Yeah, the only 40 baits I have on me in my room. There's a wall over there. We got 40 baits crappie jig head. I could just take it off. Got it in a few different sizes and colors. That's my personal favorite. I believe that's the 1/32 ounce in Gold Digger. There's a great with the Stonefly and the other crappie baits as well. The crappie fluke. I could get that. The crappie fluke. What's it called? The more minnow style bait. I forget. You know what? We can go over here. Crappie. We got a bunch of different crappie baits. Yeah, crappie fluke, crappie slayer. Okay. Yeah, all these pair up well. I recommend this one. I recommend all of them, but I really like this one. And then we got the 40 baits botworm. This is Margarita Mutilator. My favorite color. It's like a brown and purple. And great drop shot worm. Also, great Nico rig worm. Very finessey, wacky rig when they're like really tough to get to bite. As long as you know where they're at, you can put it right in front of their face. Yeah, if y'all got any questions, about fishing in general, about 40 baits, drop them in the chat. We got 5 minutes left. See if we can get you some answers. Or if you need any recommendations, trying to catch fish in any specific areas, I might be able to help. There's a chance. I think just need to be a little more consistent with the live streams, and we'll get more people on here consistently. I'll come up with some ideas for live streams. Yeah, if y'all want to see bait making live streams, let us know. Might be able to pull that off. Have me in the background of the live, keeping up with chat, maybe explaining things. I don't know what I explain. I don't know a ton about bait making. I know a little bit. Actually, here's some of my baits. Found them in my drawer. This was our Senko. Few different color options there. 40 baits, if you want that idea, you can have it. If y'all are looking to get into some more custom baits, I know y'all did that at one point. Just don't use a 3D printer. Not a good financial decision if you're going to try and go far with it. Mainly because the material melts after a few pours with that very hot plastic. It was fun though. I like that live stream idea. I'll work out a day at a time with you, Zach. All right, sweet. Sounds good with me. Just let me know. I'm good at some point most days, I think. Or I guess unless I work. I only know what time I go in for work. I don't know what time I get. It's just whenever I get stuff done. It's usually like 4 or 5 though. So usually 6 o'clock is usually the best time for me. But also y'all might be in a different time zone. I always forget time zones. They're very dumb. I like them. Also don't like the time changes. Specifically this one, because what time is it? 6:58. It should not be pitch black outside. At least down here for me. Which it was like 80 today until it blew in a cold front. It'll be like 48 tomorrow. Is an alright time for night fishing. Night fishing's fun, sort of. Okay, good. Because I don't even know how time zones work. I have a general idea. It's like left side of the United States is Western time zone, I believe. The middle is Central, and the right is West. I guess the west side's West. I don't know. Wait, that's wrong. This is East, that's West. If you're looking at the United States map. Geography, kids. I didn't learn it, obviously. I guess I learned geography, just not left and rights. Let's go back this way. We got 1 more minute. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Appreciate Raptor Will for giving us some ideas and Funverse Kid Lab. We will definitely reach out to those bait and tackle shops if we can figure out how. And yeah, appreciate y'all for hanging out. Remember, 5 more subs and we do a giveaway. You want to win some free 4D baits? Then subscribe. Also follow on Instagram. That way you can actually keep up to date a little better. How is time so fast? I have no idea. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But yep, we basically just hit the 1 hour mark. So I am going to end it here, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.